if you aren't clear on how to measure the success in your business, then chances are you're actually not going to feel successful. Now, this sounds like a funny thing to say, right? But it's actually a very common experience for business owners, myself included, over the years. And that is to get very clear upfront on what does success look like in the various initiatives, in the various goals, in the various hires we're making for our team, or if we're hiring a coach or whatever that might be. It's so easy to operate from a place of making assumptions, or a place of, frankly, not having clarity around what it is we actually want and what we're working towards. And so if you've ever had this experience of, let's say you've hired somebody to work with you on the team, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, I know this person is getting stuff done, but is it working? Is it effective? Is it worth it? Are things like, are we headed in the right direction? Like, I don't know how to tell whether or not this person is doing a good job. That's a sign that you did not set measures of success together with that person when you brought them on board. And to be really clear, a measure of success is something that you are very clear on and they are very clear on as well. So that, as long as A, B, and C are happening, right? You know that things are on track and moving forward, and they know that things are on track and moving forward. This is commonly missed in the hiring process. We hire people a lot for like roles and tasks, but we're not necessarily taking it to that next level of, okay, how are we going to know if you're on track and if things are moving forward and we're working together effectively in this relationship? This can happen as well when we're hiring or looking to work with people like coaches or consultants or joining programs or training programs and such too. How will you know if it's been a successful working relationship with that person? I've started to ask this question very purposely whenever I'm talking to a potential coaching client, and that is, how are we going to know if our working relationship has been successful? Right? How are we going to measure the success of you and I working together as a coach, right? Me as the coach, them as the client. How are we going to know that? And frankly, if somebody can't answer that question, I won't work with them as a coach, because then they're not going to feel successful, right? They're not going to feel successful. And so I want to be very clear. Is it about them reaching certain milestones? Is it about them feeling a certain way? Feelings are very much a aspect of success that we can measure. Is it going to be about them clearing their plate or getting their time back or feeling more clear or whatever that might be? We want to get very, very clear on what those measures of success are, so that as we're working together, I know as the coach, that's what we're working towards. And that's what we want to keep an eye on. And that's where we want to see, all right, are things working? Do we need to tweak? What might that be, right? This, of course, too, anytime we are looking to hire a coach or a consultant or join a program, that also puts the onus on us to be really clear. What am I looking to get out of this? If you've ever had the experience of, okay, that's not what I thought it would be, right? And I've had this experience too. Believe me, I get it. The question I would ask you is, well, what did you think it would be? Right? What were you expecting? What were you wanting out of this? And sometimes we don't even know what we wanted out of the thing. So if we don't know what we wanted from it, then it's no surprise that we didn't receive that. Right? Like, there's no way to receive the thing that we didn't even know we wanted or that we weren't clear on. So we also too, we want to be clear on that and make sure we've connected those dots with the coach or with the consultant or the training program or the person we're hiring to help us out, right? Make sure that, hey, I'm really looking for this here, and that they also can say, great, you can get this here. Right? Because sometimes we're coming in with certain expectations that actually aren't going to be part of what that program is. We're showing up with assumptions, and that's actually not what that program or what that working relationship is about. So it's up to us to make sure that we're clear on what we want, what our measures of success are from that situation, from hiring that coach or joining that training program or whatever it might be, and to make sure that we've communicated that and come to agreement with that person, whether it's a coach, whether it's somebody we're bringing on our team, whoever that may be. All right, I would love to hear from you. Any questions or any thoughts around measures of success, where you find this helpful. And of course, as you put this to use, leave a comment and let me know. All right, take care, everybody. Bye now.